Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, yeah, that'll work, yeah. Just can't, yeah, you can't see my face. Um, what are they gonna do? Oh, well, this is checkerboard right here, I can tell that.
I don't know. Be quiet.
Thing is, I don't know. See, when I had a DV recorder, when they used to be in stores, you stick them in. Well, I got a DV recorder, but they don't have it video recorder, at least the one I got here. You can't have it set up to record off the DV recorder. They don't got those plugs anymore, not that I know of. Not through the video camera to go to the DV recorder. That would be cool if it could. And like they did back in the day. The even VCR tapes were like that too. But everything's Blu-ray, and there's no Blu-ray recorder that I know of. Not for what I need to do. I mean, I've heard they got a computer that's got a video recorder, but I think it's probably built in with a Blu-ray. I don't know. But anyway, I got a Blu-ray player. I know that, but that don't help me. But see, I know I'm rambling on and boring everybody, but I gotta explain myself. It used to be where I could see my face and I could see on the TV screen, and what I see on the TV screen, I would turn the volume down on the camera so that no feedback, no humming sound, and still when I get done recording on the DVD disc, I turn the volume up, I get video and sound. But anyway, but if I don't turn the volume down on the DVD recorder then when I play back the disc, I got that loud pitch sound recorded on the video, because of the audio. So in order for not to do that, you turn the volume down on the TV, and oh, you know that sound, don't you? Yeah.
Did you say something, Billy? I'm here playing it. I think your computer's messing up.
Oh man, you're right. And you did that skeleton like it's a puppet around the curtain. Then Donna scared me and said, "Catherine told me to scare you." Well, yeah, you scared me all right.
I got you talking. You said the word thanks.
What did I say?
The W word. You
I
said
didn't say water.
Just did.
Oh man. A tripod means 3. Anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. That's another code. I should say aqua or H2O. Aquaman. H2O man. Water man. Anyway.
Well, after this, we'll have to get the clothes in the dryer. Let me check to see if it's...
Anyway, I could see the video. I could see me, and I could know what I'm recording, but when I'm going through the camera itself, it's kind of hard to do. Alright. But I'm going to try to. Hopefully I know what I'm doing.
Let me put this phone on the book.
Well, first of all, let me mix it up. There goes the helicopter, I hear it. That's not mixing it up. Let me mix it up.
Get this through.
If worst comes to worst, I still got DVDs of me originally solving it when I was using the DV recorder. And my old YouTube channel, I can't seem to activate. I mean, it's just floating in space. I can just take it from there, or my nephew William's YouTube channel. Somewhere I'm teaching him how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Take parts of that and me solving Rubik's Cube on my old YouTube channel that I forgot the password to. Well, anyway, I could do that. That would help explain it, because at this thing I don't think anybody will understand me. But here goes anything. Let me think. Because all I gotta do for that is just my video camera and take my headphone and put it to the mic where the sounds come from. I got video and sound recording off the SD card, and then I'll take that and what's on the YouTube of my nephews or mine, and then put it in the SD card, and then upload it through my Bill Green YouTube channel, and I brought back a time machine that way, so everybody knows how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Alright, my friend Tommy said I need to do it slower, but everybody else understands me.
You know what? Before it down, you will make the top.
Okay.
The pictures will all be
But I mean, I don't know how to go any slower than what I am doing. Anyway, let's see. It doesn't matter.
This is for all y'all dummies who don't know how to do Rubik's Cubes.
Oh man, look who's talking!
Now you calling me a dummy? See,
You said it!
so now you're saying you're the smart one. Thanks. See, I'm the dumb one. You're the smart one.
And Banshee can deal seconds and thirds in beating video games.
Thanks.
For a person that can do that shouldn't know how to solve a Rubik's
Thank you.
Cube. What did I say?
Second hand.
Oh no, those numbers pop up a lot. Seconds and thirds, yeah. 3 is the number that they say thank you on. Those are the code numbers. In hymn books, if Ned Davis or Pastor Asher or Ken Hendrick or Carl Stevens or Larry Carrier, well, Larry Carrier got promoted to heaven. He did the song of hymn at Thanksgiving, and my mom likes that song. And I'm glad he was able to make an appearance on one of the anniversaries we had. And I let him know that, and my mom was there, and like that. He was thankful that my mom liked that in the hymn book when we had the read hymn books. All right. Let me think. I can't think. Well, the founding pastor was Dallas Anglican, then Ward Mac Palmer, then Pastor Will Coles, and now we have Pastor Asher, with Renee Asher and their 11 children, and a youth director, Christian youth worker. Mark Tater says, wow, enough to play a game of football. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think. God provided 11 children for him. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Well, anyway, I'm sure Dallas Ainley had family too. I know he had family, but Ward Mac Palmer, then Mary Mac Palmer, his wife, and then Joy Palmer, Tim Palmer, John Palmer, and their youngest son, Stephen Palmer. Okay. I seen Tim Palmer. He made an appearance at our church. He looks just like his dad. It's uncanny. And Pastor Cole's got children too. Jan Coles and Pastor Will Coles has got children too. Let me get that straight. Oh, and my family tree, I forgot the Connets. I don't know how I forgot that. I was so much running them. And the Shrine Shrivers. And there's more I probably can't think right now. Anyway, a long time ago in 1980 when they started the craze of running Rubik's Cube, I wasn't into getting it going fast, but now I'm anxious to go fast. But when I started out, I just wanted to solve it. I was able to eventually get a top, and then once later I learned how to get color line to match their centers. And one time I was able to get a top and a side, but the corners wouldn't be color line. I didn't know the basics of how to solve one, but I just have faith in Jesus that I'm going to learn it. I even had a pocket cube. You could put it in your pocket, and you could do the same thing. It's like my friend Tony Culpepper.
For
You get a
me,
pocket
keep it
version
close.
of the pyramid.
And I'll do my breakfast.
Yeah.
You roadkill?
I had a regular pyramid, and I had a Rubik's Cube, and I had a missing link. And then at the dollar store they had Monkey Do. It was a pocket version. Monkey Do, missing link, get it? Anyway. And then I was watching That's Incredible, and they have a computer mix, and so you could solve it the fastest. Anyway, my best time in 1980s when the teens let me mix it up. I mean, they mixed it up and then they timed me solving it on their digital watches, and my best time was 1:12. I probably solve it faster now, don't even realize it. I'm glad I was able to show Rocky Roach how I could solve it. I was hoping he was watching. I wasn't sure because once I got done, I looked over there. He gave me a Fonzie, what do you call that? Fonzie, Buck Rogers thumbs up. And now we have Facebook, you do thumbs up. And YouTube, you have a thumbs up. I tell everybody that all started with Fonz and then Buck Rogers, they do thumbs up. Means good job. Okay. TV shows and movies aren't like Tom Cruise doing a thumbs up. Alright. Always important to trace history because you think it's new, think again. Popular Science and Popular Mechanics also says that in their magazines and their TV show. You think it's new, think again. Alright. Anyway, you can pick any corner you want. You can pick the top what you want. I'm rambling on. I think it's better if I just find the videos that I recorded. But I'm going to try to do it anyway. Well, let me solve it first, and then I'll go and explain it. That'll be better. Alright, I'm just going to pick a top. I say I'll pick blue. I used to thought that one color was easier than others, but it's not the case. Once you know the basic on how to solve it, it doesn't matter what color you pick, you're just doing patterns. I'm just going to solve it right now, and then I'll explain it later on. Let's see. I gotta think. I gotta put my mind in gear right now.
Hey, you ready?
Hopefully I know what I'm doing with the camera. I'm not used to letting the camera do. I'm afraid I might get out of the camera's view. Anyway. Once I get to top, then I go a little faster. And the top, I don't know how to go any faster for the top. Let's see, what do I need to get? Where's it at? Oh yeah, there's that one. Hopefully I'm staying in this, whatever. Alright. I'm trying to know where it is. Oh, I see. It's right there. I gotta switch places. Okay. Now I need to get that. See, once I get the top and get it color line, like the letter T, then go from there. When it's solved, you can spell the word Ohio or any design you want. I had it where it spelled Ohio. James D. North showed how to do that. I don't know if it's from the original book or the other book or has all the other puzzles. Anyway. Now I'm going to go faster because the rest I know what to do. I just hope I can stay in focus in the camera. Okay, let's go here. Whoops. See, that's another thing. When I go fast, everything wants to slide out of focus. Okay, now I got the centers done. Now I gotta do the corners. Let's see, that's right. That's not right. Okay, that's right. That looks right. Okay, these two gotta switch. Okay. Now they're in their position. I gotta look for patterns. There's that pattern. And then I found a pattern that would cut my solving time for the corners. Now I got the corners done. Bottom corners. Now I look for one that's done. If not, just go like this till I find one. One right here. And then look for a pattern. Oh, that pattern. Oh my goodness. That's a long pattern. That's the one I don't really like to get, but I gotta keep doing it to find something in it. Okay, there's the pattern that I know.
I need your help. With what? I can't get the thing off.
Huh?
Okay, it's done. But basically, I'm going to be teaching you an easier way for the top. The middle, I'm just going to have to find the video to show you how to do that, because not someone else's video, my video, because I found a pattern to cut my solving time. Now, compared to the book I used to get in the 1980s, because it was James D. Norris Mastering.
What you see, bud?
Very funny. It's called The Simple Solution to the Rubik's Cube by James D. Norris. 5 easy steps. The 5th step is to reward yourself. Yell out. You go outside and yell, "I solved it! I solved it!" You know, in shouting distance. And then go inside and reward yourself to the refrigerator. That's what it says. I'm only saying what it says. Anyway, and then there's the ideal solution, and then there's the mastering it. Each one has their own, and now I look on YouTube and Google, there's many versions out there. But one way I do it, and another guy, so far I see him do, we get the corners first and then do the cross. But mainly people do the cross first, and then the middles, the corners, and then work their way around. I always start with corners, like that one guy does, the corners, and then the middles. The top middles, rather. The top edges, or top middles, however you want to say it. And then solve the middle. I used to do it exactly what the book James D. Norris says, but he says that with practice you'll find ways to cut your solving time. So I was praying to Jesus if I could find a shorter route. And he helped me to find a shorter route, and now I do it that way. And when I got to Rubik's Revenge on a Christmas, I was able to use the method that I did for the here to solve the Rubik's Revenge. But I forgot how to do it. And Larry Maples, Bobby Maples, and Marie Maples, and Joanne Maples, I forgot their mom's name. They said, anyway, Larry Maples said, "Bill, try to remember. We know how to solve the Rubik's Cube. I need to remember." I said, "I forgot." I'd have to look on YouTube, maybe. There's a person on YouTube, if it's still there. He jarred my memory. He had something like what I did. It was sort of like I did, but not exactly. And when I saw it, I was like, that's where I'm going wrong. And I found it again, but you know what? I forgot it again. I need to practice that, because I could solve The Roots Revenge, every time in the 1980s, this is before YouTube and Facebook, all media stuff, I could solve it over. I could solve the orb, the whippet, the missing link. When I solved the missing link, I used the same principle with the missing link and I applied it to the whippet. And some kid had a pencil version that had more than the whippet, and I just used the method of the missing link that I did with the whippet and just messed around with it, and I ended up solving it. Alright. Okay. Let's see if I can teach how to solve this. But I'm mainly going to take the ones that I have on DVD and the ones I have on the other YouTube channels of my old channel and that's floating around that I forgot the password to, and my nephew William's 2 YouTube channels, and splice it together and put it on YouTube to help people, because everybody's wanting to know how to solve the Rubik's Cube. And everybody likes my method. My gym teacher, Mr. Lowry, at Secretary Education Center, and then we moved to Clark School. Anyway, the other gym teacher is Mrs. Jones, but Mr. Lowry, he, my guidance counselor, Mr. Smith, I'll get it right. Then my art teacher, Mr. Ure. I can't remember my home ec teacher. She taught us how to bake and the information in books and slideshows. Nowadays we call it a power slideshow. At our churches we use PowerPoints, video and message and slideshow and all that. Anyway, I think it's mixed up enough. I'll try to teach you doing it now, but I need to take all what I have a long time ago from my DVDs to my YouTube and kind of splice it together, add to what I'm trying to teach you here. One of the ways, the ones I'm doing now or a long time ago, is going to help you all how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Oh yeah, when Erno Rubik started bringing back the Rubik's Cubes in the store, I'm glad, because I've been needing some new ones. But I also knew he had an ace up his sleeve, and he did. I had a feeling that he's got new puzzles coming around the corner, and he wants the new generation of children and adults and teens and children, teens, adults to learn the Rubik's Cube, to be ready for the new Rubik's Cube. And not only did it do that, they found ways to get it even in so many seconds. Stephen Brundridge he's an illusionist, and he can do it a magic way, but he can solve it the honest way too. And his best time was 15 seconds. Copperfield said, he said, pick a time, Copperfield, and he said 15 seconds. And Copperfield made sure the time, everybody kept with the ribbon, because they were tending to count too fast, but Copperfield kind of slowed down the time that it would come out right, and he got it done in 15 seconds. I was praying to Jesus it was either me or someone would be able to show Copperfield the Rubik's Cube and solve it, and not only that, it would motivate him to solve it himself, and then he'll use it in an illusion. Stephen Brundridge was the golden key ticket. Golden ticket. Stephen Brundridge liked my comment on Facebook. Anyway. Oh, when you want to find anybody's YouTube videos, when you want to see all their videos, if you just click on uploads or homepage, you're only going to see so much, because when you upload, as Mitch Leary says, even Bob Schofield mentioned this. Chris was a KTM motocross biker, Bob Schofield. He got saved as a teenager, watched the movie A Thief in the Night. Anyway, his teen motocross biker handed all his friend bikers tracks in their pockets, and then invited them to go to a church outing. And when they said food, Bob said, "Food, I'm there." And after eating, they showed a movie called Thief in the Night. And you can go on YouTube now and find a whole bunch of them, Bob Scopo says. Anyway, that's the same one that when my niece, my oldest nephew and niece, Eugene and Tony. Anyway, my oldest nephew, Raymond Eugene Smith the third, and my oldest niece, Tony Lynn Page, now Parker. Anyway, they were asking, we want to watch a scary movie. Okay, they're spending a night. I could do the live action animated Scooby-Doo movie. Oh, I know, I'll put in Thief in the Night. And I did, and after they watched it, they said, "How you know if you're saved or not? How you know you're saved or not?" So I told their parents, which would be my sister Cheryl and my sister Stacy and my friend Raymond, which is Raymond's dad, and anyway, and we John Teal, Cheryl's husband. Anyway, I let them know when they came to get the kids the next day from the Story's house. It was a long time ago. I forgot when, but I got it all on camera. But except for when they were watching, I should have got their reaction on it. But anyway, I let them know that they need to get saved because they're wondering about their salvation, and I figured you guys do it. I think I should have just witnessed them at that point because they were ripe and ready, but I wasn't thinking at the time. Anyway, hopefully they're saved now that they're adult and they have children of their own. They have Raymond Eugene has his oldest son Raymond Eugene Smith the fourth. Their youngest son is named Alex Smith. I think he's glad he didn't become a Raymond Eugene Smith the fifth. Now he can put Alex Smith. They got the idea of Michael J. Fox on Family Ties as Alex, so that's how they got the name Alex Smith. All right. Okay. And Stacy and everyone like to watch. Everyone loves Raymond. Okay, that TV show. Oh, and the character that played his brother Ramono guy, the guy that plays the cop, is also the original voice of Eeyore. I can't say it right. Eeyore, the donkey on Winnie the Pooh. Okay. Let's say we pick yellow for the top. That's the center. So you keep it at the top. But you look around. Okay. Let's say if I'm looking for the corner, the orange and the green, we know that we got the center is yellow, so the corner for the top will be yellow, anything yellow. So what we're looking for is the orange and the green. So the orange and the green, but we'll also have the yellow in it. Alright, so you see a yellow, is that orange? No, that ain't orange and green. Is that orange and green? No, so it tells me the orange and yellow is up on the top somewhere. So let's look around. Orange and yellow is right here. Orange and yellow. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, the yellow's on top. The yellow could be on one of the sides. I don't want to. Now we know it's on top, so we'll just turn it, see if it matches. If so, then you didn't have to do much. Nope, didn't have to do much. The center matches with it. The orange with the center. The green with the center. So that one's done. Alright, now we're looking for the yellow up here. So you're looking for the blue and the orange on this one. So if you want to, you're going to look on the top first. It don't matter. I'm used to looking on the bottom first. But anyway, blue and orange, blue and orange. There's nothing there, so we know it's on the top. Alright, and it so happens not only is it on top, I think this is the first time this has ever happened, at least to my knowledge. Not only is it there, the blue is there, and the yellow is there, and the orange is there. It's there, but not in the right order. So that tells me I need to bring this down. See, the yellow is over here, so I got to bring it down, bring it over, and bring it to where you know it's going to go. If it's either on this side or put it on this side, it don't matter. But you can see that when I turn it, that the yellow is going to go up, so that the orange is going to be connected, and the blue is going to stay on its side. So now we got that corner done right there. Now that's right, and that's right. Now I'm looking for the red corner and blue corner, but we know it's a yellow, so I need to find a red and a blue. Oh, it's right here. Sometimes I'd have to turn it, or if you want to, look in here like that, don't matter. Just remember what you need to do, because these are done, so you know it's one of these you do. Alright? The yellow, the red, and the blue, it so happens it's in the vicinity, but sometimes you'd have to just turn it there. But anyway, you can, it's right where it needs to go, right up there. See, it's on the side. So if it was on the bottom, then if the yellow was on the bottom, then you would turn this all the way to where the yellow would be back here, to bring the yellow over here, then bring what you did back up, and then you would have it, you put it in this position right here, so that the yellow's on this side, and then come, and you can see it goes away, but it also comes back to go back up, so that these match up to their centers. Alright? You do the same thing for the top. If it's on the top, then you bring it down, bring it over, and bring what you did back up, and then turn to see which way it needs to go. If the color's on the bottom, then the yellow's on the bottom. Since we're starting with the top, we're focusing on the top and in their centers. So you just make sure. Like for example, see, we're looking for the yellow, red, and green. So the yellow and green, red and green with the yellow on it. Oh, here it is, right here. See it? Here's one way I was saying. See, you have it. You're holding the top like this. So the yellow's not on here, right at here. Because if it was, then you would do this. But you're going to be able to do that in a minute. See, it's on the bottom. See, the color's on the bottom. So you'd have to turn this so that it's in the back. So you would bring this all the way over where the yellow's facing you on the left. Then you would bring this back up what you did, and then you turn this back to where it's ready to go up. See, now it's on this side again, so that you can turn it and turn it. So now you bring it up, and now the centers are matched up, plus the yellow's on top. So it doesn't matter if it's mixed up in its position, but you got to bring it down to put it in color line. Color line means their centers match up, or bring it over to do it. But you just do the same pattern, and you do the same concept with the center pieces on the top. The same thing. The center pieces, you're going to do the same thing. You bring what's down, but instead of doing one corner at a time, if it's on top or bottom, or on the bottom, and bring it, and then bring it over and bring it up, you're going to have to use both sides of the coin. Now I'm talking magic tricks now. Every illusionist is going to say, Bill's got illusions on the brain right now. Alright, two sides of the thing, you'll be going like this with the two sides. Now you guys, if you're expert, I know that you use all with one hand. I don't know how you do that. You do it all in one shot. Even this one kid that stopped by at our church. He's real. I understand he can do it in 15 seconds. Oh, no, what is that? No, 20 seconds. His father said he can do it in 20 seconds. I go, wow, that's fast. Anyway, his son's name is Thomas. I was like, I knew he had to go fast because kids these days, they've advanced it. Like God says, knowledge is going to increase and children are going to get smarter way earlier than ever before. I mean, we got a 3-year-old, on YouTube, they got a 3-year-old boy and girl solving the Rubik's Cube. Now that's knowledge increasing. Alright? Those are clues when God's coming back, up to all capitals. All lowercase means the false antichrist. Because God said there'll be false ones first. And they'll be claiming to be God, Him. But it won't be them. It'll be false. I mean, we got some people that says they're God, but when does God fly a helicopter? I mean, God can fly without a helicopter. There's this guy who says he's God, and people are believing him, and they're following him, and he says in order to travel, he's got to fly a helicopter. I mean, I may be a slow learner, but 2 plus 2 is not gazillion. I mean, I don't understand how people could fall for that. Maybe because not only I'm a Christian and my eyes are open. Oh yeah, I'm a born-again Christian. I just remembered I got to say that now. Because some people might not understand the difference between the word Christian or any other religion. I'm a born-again Christian. Okay, I got that now. I got to say born-again Christian. That means I follow Christ. Jesus Christ, Lord, Savior, God. God says, in other words, Jesus says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. I and my Father are one. Means they are one and the same. I mean, I don't know how. Like I said, I'm a slow learner, but once I got saved, I understand. My eyes are open, and God says, once you get saved, everything is open. You see things around you. You understand. And I'm also into stage illusions and close-up, and I look at it as an illusionist perspective too. And I've seen missionaries say the same thing. The devil's delusion. In other words, he'll use all the resources here to give the illusion he's omnipresent. God don't need no electronics to be omnipresent. He can be in the past, present, and future without electronics. But when the Antichrist comes in, everybody's going to fall for it. And they're going to wonder, how did he know where I was located? Hello? What about the surveillance cameras that are in the traffic lights now? And they're now putting antennas on it and 360 cameras and an LED camera inside the traffic light. They got satellites that can see a golf ball on a golf course, read Titleist or whatever brand your favorite brand is, and read the newspaper on the doorstep. I mean, Walmart, they got cameras on the top. They got cameras all around. Bob Scoop, who jarred an idea with me, he likes to do magic tricks with those cameras because he said that there's people who just have a mundane life. Why not enjoy some magic in their life? So now when I see a camera, I do sleight of hand. I did the Crazy Man's hand, Tony Slidini, I think is his name, the Crazy Man's handcuff, Copperfield style. And I teach how to do that on video because I watch everybody on YouTube. It's great the way everybody does it their own, any way they want to do it. That's great. But when I watched Copperfield, and with Jesus' help, I was able to figure it out by watching Imploding Building. Even though I've seen the Great Wall of China, him showing a lady, a magician, he said, good, you got it. But I just played back 6 times, and I noticed Copperfield doing the trick, and then I saw what he did, and Jesus helped me practice it, and in 2 weeks I got real smooth at it. I mean, I've always had backup batteries. Now I'm saying batteries. Backup rubber bands, because I've learned that because rubber bands don't last long, because I went to do the trick one time, and it broke. So I thought, well, I'm bringing more rubber bands, and try not to keep them in the heat too long, because they melt, and they went all over my coins, and it melted. Anyway, back to this. Alright, Now we established we got the corners done, and they're all color lined to their centers. They're making like a V or a Mickey Mouse, hidden Mickey Mouse idea. Now the centers is going to be a little different. Oh yeah, thanks to my friends at Christian camps, I was able to realize that you can't solve the Rubik's Cube all the way. They took the pieces, they didn't take the stickers off and mess it up, but they took it apart and they put the pieces in wrong while it was in mixed form. And I didn't know that, and I was wondering why I couldn't get the pattern to work. And then they let me know that they took the pieces out and put it wrong. They thought that would make no difference. I said, that's okay. That not only did that help, you did that, it helped me to realize something, that when it's in the solid state and you mix it up and you solve it. But if you take a piece in wrong, if it's mixed or not mixed, you take a piece and put it in the opposite direction, then all the pieces, if you follow the same color pattern, all the pieces will be together, but those pieces you have to take out and put right to make it complete again, because you can't get it to be solved because the pattern won't work. But if you don't follow the same color pattern, then all the pieces will be together, including the piece that was in wrong, but you'll have another corner piece that will be wrong because you didn't follow the same pattern, but you still got to take that out and put it in right. So, and then I experiment with that to verify all that, and then I did the same thing with the center pieces, and then I did 2 corner pieces, and that's what it is. You can only get it all solved but those pieces. There's no way. You have to take it out and put it right. So even though they were playing around and they thought maybe I could still solve it, it wouldn't make a difference. And it helped me to realize something. And that's why I'm just stressing this now. That if you're in the middle of solving a Rubik's Cube and a piece goes in wrong and you go to put it in there, you better hope you have it in the right color pattern, that it have it all done. Or you're going to have all pieces done, but a center piece or corner piece or whatever piece fell out, you'll have to take and put it in right. I don't know if you're in a contest, would they exclude that or not. But anyway, we'll go for the centers. The centers it's all slightly different. Let's say if I'm looking for the orange and the blue center. Let's see, let me look up here. Is it up here? Orange and blue, orange and blue? No. So it's either in here or down here. Orange and blue, orange and blue. Even though if it's in here and in the centers or down here, the idea is to get it down here. So if it's in here, you do the pattern to bring it down, and then you do the same pattern to bring it up. And you're swapping centerpiece. You're swapping this centerpiece for that bottom centerpiece is what you're doing. Alright. See, I'm looking for the blue and orange. Blue and orange. It's not there, so it tells me it's somewhere in the center here, somewhere. Blue, orange. Oh, there it is. So you hold it in your hand, you go right here. It's right here. So, oh, this is going to be hard to explain. You gotta tilt it. See the top. These patterns, when you do this thing, you know what? I'm sitting there talking about the centerpieces. I'm not even, what was that? Anyway, I'm not even ready for the centerpieces yet. I still got to do here first. I got to do the centerpieces here. See, I'm rambling on thinking I'm ready for the centers, which I'm not. I'm ready for the top centerpieces. Let me get my mind in the right direction. All right, everybody's laughing right now. That's all right. I don't mind. Okay. I'm looking for an orange and yellow. Orange and yellow. Oh, here's one right here. The orange and yellow could be here or on the bottom, but either way. Okay, I gotta bring this. Alright, see, it's here, so I gotta bring it down. If it was up here, then either way, I just bring it over. Anyway, bring it, then go, you're doing like this. See the yellow's right here? So you gotta bring this up, up, and then bring this away, either left or right, it don't matter. Then bring what you did back up. Now look for the center orange and yellow right here, so see, and now the yellow's on the bottom. Now if the yellow's on the bottom, you do something different to get it done. But if the yellow's on the left or right, you would do this. Boom, 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 boom. But it's not like that. The yellow's on the bottom. The yellow's on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, the centers are on the top. You go. See, you go, okay. So you go up, up, twice back what you did. See? Match it up to the center. Right now I'm looking for the blue yellow. Where's the blue yellow? It's not on top, so is it on the, oh, is it on the, in the center anywhere? Yeah, it's right here. If it's not on the bottom centers, and if it ain't on the top centers, then it means it's in the center centers. So the best bet was to look at the top and then the center centers and the bottom. Alright, yellow and blue. Now what I do there is I do the pattern that I would bring the center up. Oh man, I forgot I made a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Alright folks, bear with me, I made a wrong turn. Once I see where I did wrong, I can fix it. There it is. See now, everything, okay. Alright, that's working. Anyway, alright, let's see, looking for it, it's probably over here somewhere. The yellow and the blue, yeah, it's right there. See, here we go again. See, the yellow's on the bottom again, and that's on the, you go. See how the yellow, see the center's gonna match up, like the letter I or something, anyway. And the bottom is right here, the color, and the center goes, okay. So you go away, away, twice, and then back. See, now that's right. That's what I was supposed to do, but it came out wrong. But anyway, alright. Oh, what a coincidence. I never had this done before. That's lined up too. Usually I'd have to go like this, or do a pattern to bring this down, to bring it over here. If the color you want is on and facing you, then you would turn it either left or right, and then you go up, well, you know, away, away, then bring the center to its thing, and then back. But since it's not in that way, it's on the bottom, so you just go away, away, twice, and then back. Now that one's done. Now it's fine. Now, see, this is the green and the yellow. The green and the yellow. See, the green's right here. See how the green's over here? So you would bring this all the way over here to bring this down, so you can see that that would match up to make a 3. The 3 of yellow. Then you would bring it back up to make the completion. You do that for each one, and then you turn it to their centers, and now you got a color line. It's a coincidence that that matches up there, but you'd get the letter T on each one. The letter T for each one. And the top's done. I go more detail about that, because the centers is much easier to do, because you just, if you see the color, then you would turn it to where you bring this down and then bring that up, and, well, you pretty much get the idea. Alright, I'll explain more on that later on. We got the top done and got a color line. keep in mind, there's no color that's easier than other. I used to thought that in the 80s. I used to thought that, but that ain't the case. If you know the pattern, then it's all that would matter. I mean, if you want to do the centerpiece for the cross like everyone does, that's fine. No more power to you. There's no problem. But I'm used to the corners. Whatever floats your boat, as Magician Bob Scofield would say. Whatever floats your boat. All right, and Josh Swagger, I like to say, okay, whatever you floats your boat, or the rubber meets the road. Larry Upline would always say, "Hey Bill, how's tricks?" And Jimmy Pierce does that too. How's tricks? And that's cool that he did that. And that's all. Still fine. Doing fine. Then I watched the series of Bill Bixby. Dave Duncan watched this. Dave Duncan showed us a marathon on the Sci-Fi. NBC. Bill Bixby as the magician. I was like, how did I miss that? And I realized I've been working with my dad a lot. My dad works in restaurants, so I could see how I missed it. And he says that same line. He looks at Bill Bixby, either Blake the magician and Dominic, I think it is. He says, I think that's who says it, or the other guy. Anyway, he says, "How's tricks?" And I thought, I bet that's what Larry Upline was saying. And probably Jimmy Pierce too. You never know. I wanted to know if I would catch that line off of Bill Bixby the magician. But at the time I didn't know about that, or I would have brought that up. Alright. Trying to think how this goes. Oh. See the orange and greens here, so the green's at the bottom. So I'd have to take the side that's done and turn it this way. Keep in mind, if you do these patterns, if I do it right, when I get done with the pattern will put everything back in place. So don't worry about messing up anything. The patterns bring everything back. God makes everything work. The pattern may look like chaos, but it all works together for His good. Alright? Alright? You turn this way. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but and then you do it like that, and then you see that goes up there, and then you bring that back up. I know that didn't make any sense, but you do the same thing to bring the piece down to put it in right. See how that matched up to go there. Now here you got to do something different. You got to turn it way over on this side and keep the yellow on this side, and do a similar idea, and then match up to 3, and then bring the yellow back up, and then come over and bring the yellow back up, and now that piece matches up, and that piece matches up. But you do the pattern, the 2 patterns will bring, either way will swap pieces from here to here. Anyway, this red's, if you see the red, then you do the pattern over here, where this goes here, and then that goes up, and then that piece comes over, and you do this one, how that matches up. But that, since the green's on the bottom and not on the facing you, then you gotta bring this way over, twist this all the way over, and bring it over, and then bring it so it matches, just so that this side will bring that up, and then you bring this up. Sometimes you don't have to solve the bottom, it just magically, the pieces falls into place. That's how you can cut your solving time even more if the whole bottom gets done and you don't have to do anything at the bottom, because but that didn't happen, so I got to solve it right good way, which is kind of good, because you got to get in practice always solving it, because this will happen more than it not being able to solve the bottom. Well, you know what I mean. This is connected, see the orange with the orange, blue with the blue, that, okay. No, that's not. Is that? No. Is there a, you gotta look for this way, or this way, like that. And if you don't see it that way, then you look diagonal from here to here. See, that's right. No. So you just keep turning. Okay. That's right. That's right. Okay, it's the diagonal. If you didn't see any of that, then you need somewhere it'll be diagonal. But you're gonna have to do. It's a different kind of pattern. But anyway, these two. So these two go in the back. So these two got to switch places. You imagine you can see those going over there. All right. What you do is you bring this to you, bring that away, and then bring that up, then twist this up, and I think you do it a once or a twice, I can't remember. But once, I don't know if it's once this way or once that way, I can't remember. I'll just do it this way, once, and bring what I did back. I know I'm going to goof that way. I think I should have did it the other way. Anyway, see, I don't forget what I'm supposed to do. Let me try it again. Let's see, I need to define what. I gotta put it in its perspective again. See, that's right, that's right. Well, I must have did it right, because now that's in its place. I don't know what I did. I must have found another new pattern in the year 2019. Luckily I record this, because now I gotta see what did I do. Because I hardly did anything in all the corners. I don't know what I did. I know I didn't do no pattern. If I did do the pattern that I'm trying to show you, I fooled myself, because the pattern, oh well, anyway. Let's see, that's in a color line. That's what is, that's there, but it's not color line. So now this is where I look for patterns. Normally it doesn't get done that quick. Anyway, let's see, this is a pattern right here, and I just do this kind of pattern and look for patterns. Okay, this is a, when you see it like this, that's when you twice, back up, twice, come down, back, up. Oh man, I thought that was what it was. I made it wrong. Maybe I got the pattern backwards, that's probably what it was. Patterns like this then. Well anyway, we'll see in a minute, because I know when I do the right pattern, and I bring okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. When you see it like that, see that, yeah, this should do it. Boom. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was supposed to do, but anyway. Now I got the corners done. Now I gotta do the bottom. And like I said, sometimes the pattern just comes into play, the whole thing, or better still, while the minute I get the corners done, the centers get done. But it's pretty rare that kind of happens, so it's important to know how to solve the whole thing.